All right, we're back.
Woohoo! With another episode of When Reality Hits. We're having so much fun with this. Thanks for listening.
What's up, guys? I'm Jax.
And I am Brittany. We have had a crazy
couple weeks, first of all. Couple weeks.
But this past week was crazy, but it's been amazing.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been tuning in. We've had crazy response, and it's been awesome.
Yes.
And we're just so excited, and we're so grateful for doing this. Bear with us. We're learning as we go, and we're having fun with this. And we just really want to say thank you.
All right. Well, yes, thank you very much. This has been so much fun. We've had a lot of friends and family staying with us this past week. We had my friend Lindy and her husband and their 4 little girls staying with us for, I think, 3 nights. And then they left, and my mom and my mama and Jax's sister Jenny came the next day. So we have had a full house, and it has been so much fun. I love it, but this guy over here gets so much anxiety and
our house has been a hotel.
I love it.
We are on the tail end of it. I got 1 day left of this. Don't get me wrong. If my mother-in-law and my mama and my sister are hearing this, we love you to death. But I'm also very excited to get my house back.
We had Cruz's birthday party on Saturday, and it was amazing. I can't believe that he is about to be 2 years old. He turns 2 years old on Wednesday the 12th. So I'm already getting very sad, but I'm so excited. His birthday party went incredible.
Yep.
Didn't I do a great job?
You did a great job. It was a Toy Story themed.
It was to infinity and beyond.
Birthday
Spelled
party?
like TWO.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I've had this vision for his birthday party since his first birthday party. We have amazing party planners. Adri and Ronnie from Picnic and Pedal and Glitz and Glather. They just kill it every single time. They did their Cruz's Rookie of the Year birthday party last year too, and it just goes above and beyond anything I could imagine. It was so much fun.
I'm really excited that the fact that you want to do a destination birthday next year.
Maybe. I don't know. I might change it up.
Yeah, she's already planning next year's birthday. We're thinking dinosaurs.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what he's into because, he's just so cute right now, so I get to choose all the themes, but I don't know how long that's going to last.
But
he might take over.
It was, I'd like to say the first party of the season because we love having parties at the house and barbecues at the house. So I say it was kind of the first party of the season. We wanted to get his birthday party in before Coachella. Coachella is obviously going on next weekend and the weekend after. Last year we made the mistake of putting it on Coachella.
Weekend 1, yeah.
We didn't know. We don't go to Coachella that much, so we didn't know when it was. But this year we did not mess that up.
Yeah, just Easter was the next day. So.
Yeah, Easter was the next day.
But like I said, it's been a busy week, but it's been so much fun. I just enjoy because we don't have family here, and it's just been amazing having my best friends from home and all their little kids and just my mom and mama and Jenny, just having all the family here because we don't have that. So to me, it means the world to have everybody here. Whenever it came to the birthday party, Jax, did you even know what was going to be there?
I didn't even know. I didn't know. I kind of had a gist of. I forgot how many people we invited, and then other people kept showing up. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. That we invited them too. So it was nice to see everybody.
Yeah.
Tons of food. And it went great. It was everybody. A lot of our friends showed up.
Yeah,
it was nice to see Ariana there.
Yeah, it was great.
And let me just say, every time I've seen her since this whole incident, she has been just a completely different person. Nice, just so nice.
Happy,
I shouldn't say nice. She just seems so happy. She looks like a completely different person. She's glowing. And it was just every time I'm just in shock because, like I said, I've known her for a very, very long time, and I don't think I've ever seen her as happy as she is right now.
Yeah, it was so good to see her, and I'm so glad she got to come. And Sheena and Lala and the babies, Summer and Ocean. We're never going to miss each other's birthday parties. I love it so much.
It was nice to see everybody and the moms. Obviously, Erica, Lisa, and
it's just we have so many good friends there, and it just means the world to me. And I get emotional thinking that he's already 2 because time just flew by.
I can't believe he's 2 already.
And I will say, when it comes to parenting and stuff, we are very, very lucky with this little boy.
We do.
He is an angel, and knocking on wood, because I know we're getting ready to go into the terrible twos. I hear they're terrible, but I don't know. I just don't see Cruz being terrible.
No, I don't see it either. He's such a really, really good
kid. He is so
we're
chill.
So blessed. And now everybody's saying, okay, when's number 2?
Yes.
And that's so weird because now all our friends are pregnant again.
Yeah, people are getting pregnant again. But it's so funny, at our party, everybody was saying, all right, it's time for you guys to have another baby. It's time for you to have another baby. And I've been saying this for ever since Cruz turned 1, that I was ready for another baby.
It's just like, I don't hate it, but I hate that, like, when you're dating, they're like, when are you going to get married? Then you get married. When are you going to have a baby? Then you have one baby. Then when are you going to have the next? It's like, just relax. Just let me enjoy.
Hey, we make a cute kid, so we need more.
And I got to say, for those dads out there, they're like, oh, God, that 2 years came fast. I was like,
So
okay, we'll have
fast.
another one when he's 2, no problem. Now he's 2. I'm like, wait a minute. Where did this time go? It's already getting ready to push out another one. So,
I mean, it's just like when you're having fun, time flies, and he fills up everything that we do. So it's just been the best 2 years of my life, that's for sure, and 2 years of being parents as well.
Yeah, 2 years to us. High five.
Yeah,
right? He's doing good. We're doing the best job that we can.
Yeah,
loving every minute of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah,
it could be. We were talking about this the other day. How like the first year after you have a kid can be so like different on your marriage. Like we were so like we'd say we were almost like roommates for that first year because we didn't have any help. We were still kind of in like all the COVID time, and it was just we were just doing everything for the baby.
But you know what? I talked to a lot of parents, and they've all said the same thing. You're trying to figure this parenting thing out. Yep. You're trying to figure out how your relationship is going to survive this. You're trying to figure out you're just trying to figure life out because life is totally different now. So I honestly can't remember being with not parents anymore, which is weird.
I can't imagine life without Cruz. It doesn't even seem like it ever happened.
That we were together for 5 years before we even had him.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I don't even remember much of that. Do you?
Yeah, no, not really. Yeah. But I swear it can definitely take its toll. But I'm glad that we were able to get past that because you're just home all the time in the middle of COVID and being, everybody couldn't go anywhere hardly, and it was scary. You didn't want to take a baby anywhere either.
All these COVID kids, we all had kids at the same time. They're going to get older one day, and we're like, we were COVID kids,
the new baby boomers, because everybody had nothing to do except for make babies.
And by the way, just because we were talking about Cruz's birthday party, I have been getting a lot of messages about people saying, why do you have these elaborate parties for your kids? They're 1, they're 2, they're not going to remember. I am going to remember. Yes. My wife is going to remember. Yes. Our family is going to remember. We enjoy it. We love it.
And he had the best time, and all of his friends had the best time. Even though they might not remember it in 3 years or something, they had the best time that day. Do you know what I mean? That day was perfect. We had a bouncy house. We had balloons everywhere. We had a big ball pit with slides. I mean, it was just so much fun. And I've always just wanted to give my children than I ever had. I had an amazing childhood. My mom and my dad treated me amazingly. I got everything I could have needed as well. And I just want to be able to just give the best for my kid, you know?
I feel the same way. I had the best childhood you could possibly imagine with what my parents could afford at the time.
Yeah.
And I've always said the same thing. I'm going to give my kid as much as I can. Of course, I want him to work for it when he gets old enough. But this is our time just as much as it is his time right now. We are enjoying it. And it frustrates me when people are like, how could you do this? How could you do this? I know everybody's got an opinion. I know that. But sometimes it just bothers me when people gosh, why does it bother you so much that I want to give my kid a fun birthday?
Just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it. Leave your comments to yourself. Just be like, you know what? That's really cool that
Trolls
they did
on the internet suck. It drives me crazy. But what did you think about my Bo Peep costume?
I thought her Bo Peep costume. So she dressed as Bo Peep from Toy Story. I did not get dressed up because I hate dressing up, as everybody knows.
He only would wear a Pizza Planet sweatshirt because I bought for him. He didn't even know that I bought it for him. And I was like, okay, well, you're at least wearing a Pizza Planet shirt. Cruz was dressed as Buzz Lightyear, and I was dressed as Bo Peep after she saved the day.
Mama dressed up as the alien. Yeah. She came in. We didn't have a character this year, so we had Mama dress up as the alien from Toy Story.
Was so
she came
cute.
in. It was absolutely amazing.
But in the beginning, though, you were trying to make fun of my Bo Peep costume. He was saying I was embarrassing for wearing my Bo Peep costume.
This is not Halloween. This is not Halloween.
I love it. He's going to be embarrassed by me dressing up before we know it. So I'm going to get it all in while I can. I love to dress up. Jax, on the other hand, you're at least going to dress up for Halloween. We're going to do it big every year. So
yeah, I'll have to
be ready for many costumes. You're a dad now, so it's costume time.
Yeah, the bounce house, the playhouse, we got a success
for his birthday present and Christmas. It was for both pretty much. We got him a new swing set.
Oh yeah.
And it ended up being humongous, taking more than I thought, but it is so cute. It's black and white. It matches our house. It's got little flower boxes. It is absolutely adorable. It took like 4 grown men all day to install it.
And here I thought maybe I could do it. There's no way.
Jax doesn't do any installing of anything in our house. I literally put together every table, every toy, anything with hammers and nails that has to be done in our house. It is done by me. So really, you thought I was going to be putting together that swing set. We would have killed each other.
Oh my gosh. It's a really cool swing set, but just like everything else on Amazon, we didn't really read everything clearly.
It wasn't from Amazon.
It wasn't from Amazon?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it was,
It was
when
from
you buy
like a
stuff,
toddler site.
you buy stuff online, you don't really check the dimensions. You just buy, click, or buy
it was so
anything
cute.
else. But it was really cute. So, yeah, the thing came delivered in my driveway in pallets. I was like, oh God, this is going to take up the whole backyard.
Could you imagine if me and you tried to put that together by ourselves?
Oh, no.
That would be a TV show in itself.
Divorced, for sure.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, the birthday ended up being absolutely perfect.
Was
and we
amazing.
Are so lucky.
Was amazing. He we even had a bar. We had a beautiful bar called,
Yes.
was it Bar's Buzz? Or
The Buzz Station.
Oh, the Buzz Station. Buzz Lightyear Buzz Station.
It was so cute. Everything, every single little detail I just love.
Had to take care of the adults at the party, of course.
Yes.
And the cake was beautiful. Everything was just such a success.
Yeah,
and,
we wanted all of our friends to have fun too. It was a party for everybody.
Yeah, it was a really good time. I think Cruz had a good time. All the kids had a good time, and yeah, no problem.
Loved it.
Loved it.
Can't wait for next year already.
Okay. Oh wait. So Steve just handed us the list to Coachella this year, and
all the artists
I can't
that will be performing.
Maybe recognize 3 names.
Wait, I know more than that. I know who Bad Bunny is. I mean, he's dating Kendall Jenner, right? Somebody just told me that yesterday, but I really don't know who he is other than that. Pusha T, we know who that is.
Blaze, DPRE, never heard of that. Chromeo, Sophie Tucker.
Well, I know who
I've
Frank
never heard of
Ocean
any of
is.
these
Duh,
people.
Frank Ocean. Calvin Harris, duh.
Yeah, I do know Calvin Harris. Uncle Waffles?
They're probably amazing, but
yeah, you guys are probably all really. I have no idea who anybody is.
Oh my gosh, no, I don't.
I listened to 80s on 8 and 90s on 9.
Even I don't know this. I love like TLC, Lil Wayne.
Oh, TLC's on there?
I got Reba McEntire on my shirt today. I'm like all over the place. I love rap, hip hop, and country music.
Remember we used to go to this when we knew the bands? Remember?
Well, one time I went to Coachella. Whenever I first moved to LA, I was working as a VIP. Remember, I used to work for Moni.
You were a VIP host.
Yeah, I was a VIP host for the what's it called? Rainbow Carnival.
No, Neon Carnival.
Neon Carnival. See, I don't know the name. Neon Carnival, and I took care of Michael B. Jordan.
Were you excited about that?
Yeah, he's a doll baby.
Doll baby. Michael B. Jordan is hearing this. My wife thinks you are a doll baby.
Yeah, but that was fun. That was like one of my only experiences at Coachella.
No, we went to Stagecoach.
Stagecoach
was a lot of fun. You were working a party for that. It was awesome. We had a good time for that.
But yeah, that is so funny. This is why we don't go to Coachella, I guess, because we don't know half the people that are performing.
I think my anxiety would go through the roof if I went to this. There's just too many people. There's too much going on. Just finding a limo would probably stress me out. Or not a limo, I'm sorry, an Uber.
Everything stresses Jax out. Like now, like he doing anything, going to the airport, driving down the road, anything. You are just a freaking anxiety stress ball. Drives me crazy.
This is totally random thought here, but I was just thinking back on the show to get back to Vanderpump Rules for a second. You've never watched any of the episodes. What if this week you watch the first 2 episodes ever? You've never seen the show, correct?
No, only Sheena's wedding.
You even saw the first episode of me being on it.
No, we've talked about this already.
We should watch this and then talk about this.
We can, yeah.
I think you need, and like, do you remember your first experience on the show? Do you remember your first day one?
Well, the first time that we ever actually filmed together was in your little studio apartment that had the bikes hanging up on the wall.
I miss that studio. I lived in Koreatown. I love Koreatown.
And I was so nervous, and I just remember they came in and like we were sitting on you were sitting on that like leather couch that you had, and I was sitting on the floor.
It was
or something.
My apartment was no bigger than the studio right now.
Yeah,
no bigger than the studio.
I was so skinny, like looked like a little baby whenever you go back to it. But I was just so nervous. I don't even think I hardly talked. I think I let you talk, and I just kind of was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that night, was the same day, the first day I ever filmed, you had me go meet Lisa, and I didn't even know that I was doing that for a job. By the way, I had no clue that I was going to be interviewing for a job from Lisa Vanderpump. This just happened. I thought I was just going there to meet everybody, remember?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's thrown in, oh wait, now you're actually going to try out for a waitressing job.
It's not try out. First of all, I knew you were moving here, right?
Yeah.
You needed a job.
Yeah, I know, but it just got thrown on me so fast. It was traumatizing.
As you know, we don't have a Hooters close by, and I'm like, you don't need to work at Hooters. Come and work at Sir.
Yeah, because I used to work at Hooters, for those of you who don't know. So I was going to just transfer to the Hooters here. So, but he wanted to introduce me.
Well, I wanted to introduce her to I wanted to bring her to Sir. The idea was I was going to Sir anyway, so I'm like, well, let's bring her there. And I was like, I thought I wanted to get her a job there, but it wasn't an interview or anything. I just brought you in, and then I was kind of like, you should get a job here. And it just so happens that Lisa was there, people were there, so it kind of turned into an interview without it supposed to be an interview.
I know, but then it turned into me not having my resume and me dressing like a little...
Yeah, they made it a little bit more than it was. That wasn't the initial intent to make it like a...
I was wearing but also when we talk about my outfit, a lot of people were like, Lisa said something like, you don't got on your trousers or what. I can't do people's accents. That's so terrible. My country accent is just too strong.
You can fit the waitress's outfit in your one palm of your hand.
Are you talking about the ones on Saturdays?
The Sir dress can go in one hand, the palm of your hand. So,
but still, he takes me to Venice Beach and buys this little romper that's a navy blue and it had little lace on it, and he
it was really pretty.
Yeah, I thought it was cute. And he was like, oh, Lisa will love this. This is what all the girls at Sir dress like. This is what all the girls at Sir wear.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then you don't wear a bra and it's backless. And he was comparing it to the Saturday night dress that they wear at Sir.
Right.
What was it called again? Some kind of...
I forget.
Versailles. No, not Versailles. Some kind of name.
I can't remember.
How could you not? Saint-Tropez?
Saint-Tropez. That's right. That's right.
So, yeah, you were comparing my first outfit to that dress, I think.
Which doesn't make sense to me because the girls don't wear practically anything there. So you'd probably want to see them. Yeah,
but Lisa was probably thinking first time meeting her ever.
Right.
She's thinking I'm coming in for an interview. I found out kind of last minute, but she was like, you're coming in for...
I had no idea.
She thought that. So for her probably seeing me coming in hello. So she was probably like, what is this girl wearing? I don't know.
You did a good job. You looked the part.
I thought I did fine too. They ended up coming to me and asking me to come work at Sir anyway. So
everyone liked you off the get go, and that show is really hard for new people to come in because the girls that in the past before you, many have tried, but few. What's the saying? Many have tried, few have failed, or what is it?
Few have succeeded.
Few have succeeded. I butcher my Jacksisms.
Yeah, he has a lot of Jacksisms.
Anyway, so a lot of girls have come on that show and just stay last because they get bullied out or whatever it is. They just don't make it.
Well, I will say where I met Katie first in Vegas, she she was nice to me from the start, just so kind to us. And then as I started hanging out with you more, I got to know Sheena. So Katie and Sheena were probably the two first friends that I got in LA, and they really took me in. Remember, I was with Sheeny. I was with Sheena and Katie majority of the first time, because people don't realize whenever I first moved here, Stassi and Katie and even Kristen were kind of all on the outs at that time.
Yeah.
So me and Katie and Sheena were hanging out a lot, and then whenever I did meet Kristen a couple of weeks, I think it was a week or two later, whenever I was visiting LA, she was awesome to me from the start too. So everybody was just great to me from the start. But I definitely got closest to Katie and Sheena right off the bat. We had a lot of good times, when we went to Selvang and we did all that stuff. It's a huge group with everybody.
I know, and it was a lot of fun. We were just talking about when we went to Paris together.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, I went to Paris together, saw Moulin Rouge together.
Yes,
so there's a lot of history there with you girls.
Yes.
There's a lot. You guys all.
And it was so funny just because we're talking about my first on the show. Whenever I was so scared to meet Stassi, and she was just so nice to me. Because everybody had warned me, because you guys apparently were, you and Jax, you guys were all so crazy before I came on the show.
Well, not only that, you're coming into a bunch of people which is very
date, that
I used to date. So she kind of put it in my bed. She's like, what would you do if you had to come into a show where I dated half the cast?
But everybody was wonderful to me. Everybody was absolutely wonderful to me. I did not have a bad experience meeting not one person on the cast. Everybody was so kind to me, and I was so shocked by it.
It's because you're the number one in the guys group's girlfriend.
So true.
They had to.
No, everybody was just nice to me. I think, I don't know. Hopefully everybody noticed I was like Bill and wasn't trying to be like crazy. I feel like I'd always try to be super respectful.
Yeah. Was there, and there was I was just thinking the other day, gosh, we were talking about the show again. I mean, all the amazing scenes that were cut out of the show. There were so many great things on Vanderpump that are cut out. And unfortunately, the majority of the things that I got cut out that I liked, that I think people wouldn't have thought it was interesting, is me being a nice person. You know, and us doing things together, like dating and just some of the fundraisers that I did and things like that. None of that stuff was ever put in there. And I just think.
Well, I do remember one scene.
I think I just dug such a hole in the beginning of the show and just got such a target on my back for being such an asshole. I don't want to say an asshole. I just.
Yes, you are.
I mean, I just say what I'm not going to sugarcoat
You got to take
things.
Responsibility for.
Well, I'm not going to sit in the corner and twiddle my thumbs and braid each other's hair. That's not interesting. That's not fun. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
And I like to say what's on my mind.
That's why you got me. But then again, I'm always stuck trying to clean up your mess. That ain't cool either.
You are. In fact, we go to all these parties, right? So this is just another side thing. We go to all these, we'll go to a lot of events or birthday parties or whatever. And my goal as soon as we get in there is I like most dads, I'm looking for the closest exit. How are we going to get out of here quick?
Whatever.
Right? So all the dads are usually sitting in the corner talking, saying the same thing. And what are you guys doing? Whatever. And then when it's time to go, I normally ghost. I'm the one that gets everybody out in the car. I give the wife the look. Guys, you all know this look. You look across the room to see if your wife is ready to go. When she gives the nod, I can have everything in the car packed, ready to go, kids strapped in, car running, air conditioning on in a matter of 5 minutes. I got it down to a science, right? So I do this all the time. And sometimes I won't say goodbye to everybody. I'm like, there's no way we're ever going to be invited back to this. Yes, one less party.
One less party, right? Would be invited to everything.
No, then Brittany gets in the car. I'm like, why would you take so long? She's like, well, I had to say goodbye to everybody because you didn't. I'm like, great. Here I am spending all this time trying to get out of here, not saying goodbye to people so we don't get invited back.
You have to be polite,
and Brittany
Gosh, Cruz cannot learn these things from you. You got to learn to be polite.
Listen, all dads are the same. We like to just get in and get out and try to, do it
whatever.
quickly.
Sometimes I'm the one leaving and you're trying to stay all night long. It literally depends on what we're doing. That ain't you all the time.
Sure is.
I don't think so. Going back to a scene that was really funny that was cut. One time, me and Jax were filming getting these like massages. Like these people came and like set up the massage tables at our house and everything. And it was so nice. So we're getting a massage and the masseuse calls out that Jax has one leg and one butt cheek shaven and not the other one. And I just cracked up. I just thought it was the funniest thing. It probably is one of those things that you have to be there for, but I just laughed that night.
Okay, so when they took the towel off, like I said, I was running late to the scene. Like we had to get ready. We were coming back.
And if you saw and watched what happened, I already said you can have a hairy butt.
I know, but I didn't have enough time to shave the other butt cheek and the other leg. I only had it was a one. First of all, I didn't think she was going to lower the towel that far. I was like, this is okay. All right, so she did, and she got an untanned, very white and pasty, unshaven butt.
Half shaven.
Yeah, that was pretty gross. That was pretty funny. I don't know where I was going with that, but that was funny.
It was a funny one. So on top of our super busy week that we've had, which has been amazing, having family in town, me, Jax, and Cruz all got the stomach flu, the 24-hour stomach flu. First time that Cruz has ever been sick like that, I feel like, other than like normal like baby stuff here and there.
Yeah, let me back it up a little bit. So Brittany had her friends in town. I arranged tickets for the Lakers-Clippers game, and I planned this now for a very long time. I have a bunch of friends going. I
was at Universal Studios that day.
She went to Universal Studios with her friend that day, and the guys and I were going to the Clippers-Lakers game. It hit me like a ton of bricks that morning. The morning of, I wasn't feeling good. All of a sudden, I'm like, geez, I'm nauseous. I'm on the couch. I'm like, it wasn't pretty. Let me just say it was not good. It was coming out both ends. And it was just, I couldn't eat, sleep. And I was like, I promised these guys that we would go to the game. I wanted to be there for it. We had a suite. My publicist got us an amazing suite. Through Amazon Prime. It was just all the food, all the liquor, everything was going to be supplied. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing. And he was coming in town. I'm like, what kind of better gift to take him to a Laker game? So he's like, are you sure you can go? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Meanwhile, I'm pasty and I'm white. And I'm like, not looking forward to even just the Uber ride to the game. I'm like, I hope I make it.
Let me say that I was at Universal Studios, so I wasn't even at the house. And Jax is the biggest baby ever when he's
She
sick.
didn't even believe I was sick.
So he's calling me. I'm at Universal Studios. My son, my friend, and her 4 little girls. So we have 5 kids between just me and my friend Lindy. And Jax is calling me, I'm sick. Like, I'm on the shower on the floor. And I'm like, oh, whatever.
Well, you know what? Hey,
I'm like,
wait.
whatever.
Can I cut
You're
it?
fine. You're
can I bug
fine.
in? You know when you have the sweats so
Yes.
bad that if I took all my clothes off and just laid on the tile floor because you're sweating so bad and you just want to be like, please God,
Yes.
end it now.
It was just a 24-hour flu, but thank
was
God.
24-hour,
But oh my gosh, he's calling me, and like Jax can pretty much not do anything without me. I'll just say that.
I
So he's
can't.
like calling me, like, I don't know what to do about the game, and I'm like, you're going to the game because my friends were,
I know.
only in town for a little bit, and I just didn't believe that Jax was as sick as
She never believes I'm sick.
as he
ever,
was saying
ever.
he was, because he just is so dramatic. So he's like, fine. He's at the game. He's like texting me that he's been, still sick and nauseous the whole time that
It's a
he's
little more
there.
graphic than-
Yeah, but we're not going to get into
I
too
know.
many too many details. Everybody knows what the stomach flu is. But he's going to the bath, going to throw up and stuff 100 times. So he's texting me, and then while we're at the house, me and Lindy and all the girls and everybody sitting on the couch, and I was like, oh gosh, Lindy, I'm not feeling good. I was like, I'm going to have to go upstairs. So me and Cruz go upstairs to bed early, and then all night long, me and Cruz are both sick. I'm like going through his diapers and everything, and I'm having to run to the bathroom. Like, it was just a whole mess. Me and Cruz were upstairs by ourselves. Neither one of us slept all night long. That was definitely my first experience with a sick kid like that.
Well, she didn't want me to come upstairs
Yeah.
because I still had it, and I was like, well, I don't want to sleep next
But
to you
then
guys.
we all had it too. So it
Yeah.
was like, oh my gosh, it was just crazy. They always tell you that whenever your kid starts going to school and stuff, like this happens all the time. Like, they'll come bring something home, and everybody in the family will get sick.
I just don't know how I got it.
Yeah.
I really don't, because none of the kids had it.
Yeah, none of the other kids got it. So, none of the other kids that came over to the house got it. I was so worried. I was like, their spring break is going to be ruined. And then my family was coming. I didn't want my mama or my mom or Jenny or anybody to get it. So it was crazy. And it was right before Cruz's birthday party. Thank goodness we were all better before the birthday party happened. It was just so crazy for me.
Yeah, it was bad.
The first experience as a parent for something like that, and for it to be so close, I was so scared that everybody was going to be sick. But
It was a bug.
thank God. Yeah, it was just a 24-hour bug. But sheesh, that was misery.
It was. Summer flu is no joke. It is no joke.
I'm Lola.
And I'm Megan.
And we're the hosts of Trust Me, Cults, Extreme Belief, and Manipulation. We both have childhood cult experiences, and we're here to debunk the myths about people who join them.
And show that anyone can be manipulated.
Our past interviews include survivors and former members of the Manson family,
Nexium,
MS-13, Teal Swan,
Heaven's Gate, Children of God.
Branch Davidians. Join us every week as we help you spot the red flags,
Get new episodes of Trust Me every Wednesday on Podcast One.
or wherever you get your podcasts.
So let's get into some of these questions.
Okay.
Okay, this is from @StephStab, STEFF Stab, STABB. What are your thoughts on everything Short said on Watch What Happens Live this past week? So I did watch that episode. I love Tom. I say this every time, but gosh, that was hard for him to watch. Now, the weights on his wrists, that was hilarious.
That was necessary.
I knew. So the night before he left to Watch What Happens Live, he was at my house, and I told him, I go, Tom, I got, don't talk with your hands in your mouth. Don't do it. He's like, Jax, you're not going to believe this. I got weights on Amazon. I'm going to put them on my wrists. I'm like, you're kidding me. I go, you're right. He's like, no, I bought weights on Amazon so I don't touch my face. And sure enough, I didn't think he was serious. Sure enough, he had weights on his when I tuned in, and now Andy was. I knew he was going to get hard. I knew he was going to get hit hard with the questions. Sorry, spit it out. And he did. And Tom has a really big vocabulary, and it was like word salad with him. Andy said it right. It was word salad. He was throwing out all these big words,
To try to not have to get to the
point. I think he was
point.
dodging it again, and I'm like, Tom, why are you protecting this guy? He is literally ruining your life. He's putting you between a rock and a hard place. He's just doing all this to you. The world already knows. The world has already made its opinion on Tom. There's nothing you're going to say on this show that's going to change anybody's mind. They've had their minds made up. Stop protecting him. You need to get a little bit of a backbone here and just listen. You know what? You screwed up, Tom. Own up to it, and that's it. I'm sorry, I close my eyes a lot when I'm talking. She's like, and just own up to it, and that's my thing on that. He's using a lot of word vomit, and he was dancing around all these topics, and I just think he's still trying to protect him a little bit. And also, I just want to clear something else up really, really quick. Last week, Sheena and Lala were saying that I said that Tom and Tom got in a fight on the reunion. I did not say that. After the reunion, James texted me. I asked him, "Hey, how you doing? How'd the reunion go?" He's like, "Man, there was a brawl." I didn't even care, or I would have asked. But if I had to have guessed who was the brawl was going to be, and you're hearing it from my voice right now, it would be between Tom Sandoval and James Kennedy. That would be my guess. I don't know who got in the brawl. I wasn't there. I didn't even ask because I don't even care.
Sometimes you just spew things, though, Jax, without having all the details, and so you got to realize you do that too.
No. Tom and Tom would never get in a fight. They're friends. Clearly, Tom would never touch the other Tom.
But you're saying all you said, because you did say there was a brawl,
yeah,
and then it got picked up the wrong context, got picked up. But what Sheena sent me was there was an article that was written saying that you said it was between Tom.
Now, Tom and Tom would never get in a fight.
I know that.
Never.
But that's what the article said,
right.
So that's what Sheena's thought was said. So that wasn't Sheena's fault. That was the article.
But as a friend, I would just call and be like, "Hey, did you say that?"
It's not that big of a deal.
I know, but I didn't say that.
If it was a big deal, Sheena would have called you. But it wasn't a big deal. They just were talking about it.
Okay, just so you know, never would say that. I've known Tom and Tom for a long time. They would never get in a fight.
You just said that there was a brawl and you didn't clear it up, and then people started speculating on who you were thinking.
No, it's 100% between James and Tom Sandoval. That's
but you don't
down.
Even know for sure if they did.
Yes, I do. That would be my guess. That's the only two.
See, if you don't know,
who else would it be?
This is what gets you in trouble, Jax Taylor. You just hear something and you will tell it to everybody
I didn't hear this.
Without even making sure that it's the truth.
But
this is what you do, and this is what gets you in trouble.
Well, whatever. This is what happened.
True.
If I had to bet on who it would be those two.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
I don't think, obviously, it's been coming for a long time.
So you're just trying to say you didn't say it was Tom and Tom,
yes.
But you know who it was.
I don't know who, but I think it would be James and Sandoval.
Yeah.
That would be, if I was a betting man, that's what I would bet on.
That's what gets you in trouble.
Anyway, continue on with Tom. I'm sorry. So to continue on with Tom's Watch What Happens Live, I don't mean to digress into that. I'm jumping all over the place. I think he danced around everything with what Andy said, because he's still, trying to do the protection thing. But like I said, again, I'm going to end it right here. It's all on the table. Everybody has already made their opinion.
Something else cool about Watch Times Live, because you already just said all that, was that Andy put up your sweater.
Oh, okay. Are we going to get into that? I don't know if you guys noticed that. The original. My manager got that sweater framed. The original chunky knit sweater is hanging up in the Watch What Happens Live clubhouse.
Yeah.
And now everybody gets to see it when they walk in. Yeah. It's iconic.
You're calling yourself iconic.
I'm calling myself iconic because iconic. And
but it's pretty awesome that Andy put it up.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what to do with it. Should I auction it off? Should I do whatever just for charity, whatever? And I said, you know what? Let's take it to where it belongs. Kind of like the Louvre. The Bravo Louvre. Let's take it to the clubhouse. And I brought it back there. So the original chunky knit, whatever you may hear, or wherever it is at the Watch What Happens Live studio. I shipped it there.
But that was cool that he did that.
That was really, really cool.
Okay, so this is from @Brittany_Lauren4. How many kids do you want?
Very simple question. Very simple answer. 2.
Really?
Yes.
I've always said 3.
Next question.
Wait, hold on. Don't you try to skim over this. I already said I've always wanted 3 because I'm like a boy first and 2 girls or something. I don't know.
How many hands do you have?
I got 2, but I got 2 legs too.
You have 2 legs and 2 hands for 2 kids.
No.
All right? Yes.
But I just feel like I'm going to be a boy. I definitely want one more, and I want them to be like close in age. But I feel like
you think the next one's going to be a boy?
Well, because Cruz is 2.
Do you honestly think the next one's going to be a boy?
I
kind of do.
I kind of feel like I would love to have a girl too, just so I could do like the girly things and
I know.
whatever.
I feel like you really want a girl. I know.
But if I really have a boy, I would. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter. Boy or girl
as long as it's healthy.
Yeah, I would be so happy. But that's why I'm saying if I had another boy, I would maybe want to try for a girl for a third.
You just try. You just.
I know. I pray to God God and hope that, I have healthy kids.
Oh, just whatever.
And if it ends up being 3 boys, then I will be just fine with that too.
Boys are cheaper. Boys are cheaper.
Jack says too, but like you said this morning that you were getting the itch.
Yeah, I mean, again, all of our friends are pregnant right now. I saw a lot of pregnant ladies at our party, and I was just like, man, maybe, I don't know.
It like comes in waves.
It comes in waves. Yeah. And I was like, do we start?
No, but I've always said I wanted, whenever Cruz was around too, literally always that.
No, I know. I know.
But you are right, though, when we were talking about it earlier, that it is just flown.
It is flown. And like, not only that, I had 4 girls staying at our house this week. 4 girls under the age of 10.
I loved it.
The age of 10.
You were good with them.
I was good.
Jax was singing songs with them in the mornings about pancakes and stuff. It was cute.
We had a lot of fun. The kids are great.
Yeah, they were really well behaved. Like, they were so sweet.
Hold on, Jax. Can you sing one of those songs for us?
Yeah.
We were singing a song about pancakes.
Let's say how you were doing it.
How did I sing it? How did it go? Pancakes for all. Let's eat some pancakes so we don't fall. I was just making up weird songs with the girls. Like I don't know any words to any songs, so I just find something and just make it up and just sing with everybody.
And then all the girls were saying pancakes. Like, I don't know why you were saying
pancakes.
I don't know why you were saying it like pong instead of
because it's weird and funny, and they're little kids, and you just make up stories and songs, and they all have fun. It's better that way. But yeah, I enjoy. I had a good time. I had a good time with the kids.
See,
it's fun.
Even if we had 5 one day, we'd be fine.
But I also knew when they were leaving, so I knew when they were leaving. I saw their flight itinerary.
It was great having them.
Was
that
great.
was the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Another question from Ashley Brewer 2945.
Tips for getting child to sleep through the night. Please, I am so desperate.
Okay.
All right. First of all, Ashley, I just want to say I'm sorry. We have some parents, friends that are having this issue as well.
Yes. I will give some tips that has helped Cruz with sleeping. We're not like one of those like people who are super strict and crazy on like nap time and bedtime. We try to put him around the same time every single day, but like it's not like a really strict like schedule. We just we can tell like when he's tired and whenever he needs to go to sleep. And also we ain't morning people, so we're also not the parents that are going to bed at like 6:30, 7. We let him stay up a little bit later, but every parent is different. No parent is wrong. That's one thing that needs to be made very clear because whatever fits to your schedule is how you need to raise your own kid.
There's a lot of parents that want to be parents that aren't parents on the internet that love to give advice.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I'm just saying, like, there's so many different ways that you can parent, and every single way can be like perfect for you. You know what I mean? But some of the tips that I could say that help Cruz stay to sleep is this weighted sleep sack from Dreamland Baby is incredible. It is a lifesaver for us. Not only does it keep Cruz from trying to like step out of his crib, it also is like weighted, so it like gives him comfort like as soon as it's zipped up, and it like I don't know, it just really helps him, and it helps him stay asleep, and it's like a little blanket on him so you don't have to have more extra blankets. But I will say that is one thing that has been a lifesaver for us.
What's the name of that brand again? Dreamland
Baby.
Yes, ma'am. All right, copy that.
Yes, Dreamland Baby, and it is like it's awesome. And then they're
that's the first. It's literally the first thing we pack when we go on vacation.
Yes, it is very important for us. And this is not even an ad. This is just us telling you actual tips. And then the sound machine is whenever, like, the older he's gotten, he doesn't really need it as much anymore. But like whenever he was a little infant, the sound machine was really important. And you can just get like portable ones on like Amazon
there's so
or whatever.
many different ones. He's got a portable little one. He's got one that's like an owl.
Yeah.
He's got one. Sometimes we just use our phone. It just really doesn't matter. It's just a sound machine, and that worked great for his little.
So I will say, like, just like quick tips that anybody can do and anybody can find. I think that those two are a must. And in the beginning, we had the, like the snoo and all that stuff. But just that, I swear, that sleep sack.
I know.
And there's so many different sleep sacks you can get too. It doesn't have to be that one. That's just the one that we have. And I weighted sleep sack is
it's
important
a game changer.
as well.
As soon as he puts that on, he's out. It keeps him relaxed through the whole night.
Yes.
It really is. I don't understand how parents don't use this thing.
Yeah, my mom, whenever we went to New York for like Watch What Happens Live and stuff, stuff. My mom stayed with Cruz at our house, and she said one time he like peed through his diaper because that happens at night sometimes. And so she had to wash his sleep sack, and she was like, he was wild as a buck when he didn't have that sleep sack on. Like, it really calms him down.
Yeah.
So it really gets him ready for like that bedtime.
And he sleeps through the whole night with that on.
Yeah. So that would definitely be some good advice. Do you want to ask the last question?
Yeah. Oh, this one? So here? Okay. This is from Kelly's Valancourt. Were you told to dress inappropriate for your first meeting / interview with Lisa by the show? Ooh, I didn't see this question.
Yeah. So we kind of hit on this a little bit earlier, but Jax literally picked out my outfit and thought it was going to look good for Sir.
Yeah, well, I don't understand people. Okay, if you don't know what Sir is, you have to come to Sir.
She put inappropriate in quotation. She wasn't suggesting that I was dressing inappropriate. She was just saying because that was like how Lisa acted.
That is the most non-inappropriate. Yeah. You basically wore the uniform that the girls wear at the restaurant. So if anything, that was be like, wow, this guy really. That's like a chef coming in for an interview in a chef's uniform. It's basically the same thing. Yeah,
right? We definitely kind of like hit on this earlier, but I wasn't told by the show. I will say that the show did not tell me what to dress, how to dress, or anything like that. They did ask me at the last minute if I had a resume with me, and of course I didn't. Remember,
I've never in my life. Okay, I've worked at Sir for many, 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 many years. Not one person has ever walked in with a resume, a headshot. Yes. Resume?
Because it is LA here.
Nobody on God's green earth cares what your resume is as a waitress in LA. Nobody cares. They're not looking at your resume.
So nobody else had to bring a resume. I just was made to look stupid.
Again, they bring in headshots with their acting resume on the back. Apparently, that's what you need to get a good job in this town is an acting resume. Maybe they can act as a waitress. But no, I don't know why they made you feel like said that, or they should have never done that because that's never happened. Never happened.
Well, it just made me look unprepared and like I didn't know how to dress.
I think they just wanted to make the show a little bit more whatever, and they threw a little this and that, and they know that you were new. They probably could get away with it.
It was funny, though. I look back on a lot of the things, and I just laugh at myself, you know? Like, there's so many, like, little silly things. Like, I think about whenever me and Lala were, like, we weren't getting into it, but, like, I was, like, brand new on the show, and I was so terrified because I hate confrontation. I hate arguments. I hate thinking that somebody's mad at me or doesn't like me. Me and Jax are completely different that way. He could care less. Like, he knows that people will get over things and you just let things just roll off your back. Me, on the other hand, I get like very like
in your head
upset, and I get in my head. I get a lot of anxiety.
She can't handle it if someone doesn't like her.
Yeah, I like for everybody to get along. So I'm very different on that. So I remember having to like talk to Lala, and she like called me honey boo boo, remember? And I was so upset. Just like little funny things like that. I like look back and I just laugh. You just have to laugh at yourself on a reality TV show. I feel like
me, I don't care.
Yeah,
people can hate me all they want.
Yeah, I'm so not like that. Okay, guys, before we sign off here, we are just hearing about the shooting that happened in Louisville. We're recording today on April 10th, and goodness, this is just crazy. Almost every single week we're hearing about another shooting, and this is just so heartbreaking. I'm from Kentucky, so my love is going out to everyone there. Something's got to change, it is just awful. Absolutely heartbreaking, and I'm just sending out all of my love, and I just wish I knew what else to say, but this is just so heartbreaking and such a tragedy, and goodness gracious, we are just thinking of you, and we love